Like Piranha, Humanoids from the Deep received a pointless remake for Showtime in the mid-1990s. And like that remake, this one is also completely unnecessary for reasons I'll explain momentarily. This version of the Roger Corman exploitation classic features Emma Samms from getting abducted by a UFO in Dynasty 2 The Colbys fame, and Robert Carradine from Revenge of the Nerds. Most importantly, though, the supporting cast includes genre mainstay Clint Howard and Walton Goggins, who must be a teenager in this. Oh, and that guy from Clueless is here too, I guess.
Alright, there is a simple explanation for this.
Like?
The growling was, that is a dog, alright? That is a dog. We are out of here.
Immediately you realize they've changed the plot around to where everything is now more military focused, as they're trying to create aqua soldiers, or whatever stupid bullshit the movie Military thinks is good to do, and of course goes horribly wrong. In the first film, the outbreak of humanoids was the result of the Canning Company doing experimental gene research. Well, in this film, Canco is already a thing and is up and operating, being managed by Drake from Aliens. He's pumping hormones into the water to increase production, and when these hormones mix with the failed military experiments, blam! You get Humanoids from the Deep, 1990s style. This version of the humanoids are basically the same design as the original movie. Hell, these might be the original props from the 1980 film. But there's a reason for this. The remake uses copious amounts of stock footage from the first film, and so the monsters had to look the same. This is the same problem I had with the Piranha remake. All the main bits are just lifted from the originals, so what's the point? Why would I want to watch this when I have the original available to me? Baby Walton Goggins lasts about 6 seconds before he blows up in the boat explosion from the first movie. The shack explosion is here, there's a dog kill that's reused from the original because that sure is a great thing to see twice, and yep, most of the shots during the finale are bits from the mayhem in the original film's climax. There are some new insert shots here and there filmed in someone's swimming pool, and so if that's your thing, I suppose you might like this one better. There's an original bit in a sewer that's decent, but really there's no reason for this to exist. Let's just pretend it doesn't, shall we? But let's go back to the early 80s though, when Roger Corman's New World Pictures was doing really good work. I've already sung the praises of Battle Beyond the Stars and the original Humanoids from the Deep, but can 1981's Galaxy of Terror make it 3 for 3? A running time of only 81 minutes sure helps, but I'll just go ahead and say, nope, sorry, Galaxy of Terror breaks the combo. We're either in the future, or a distant galaxy, or a parallel universe or something. But a hastily assembled crew boards the spaceship Quest, and is sent out to a place to investigate a thing. None of the crew seems to like each other, and I'm already lost. Casting-wise, though, this thing is great. Robert Englund, Aaron Moran, Sid Haig, Grace Zabriskie, Ray Walston, and others. Anyway, they all crash onto a desolate planet with a giant pyramid on it, and then they all start dying in spooky, grotesque ways. And if you've seen or read Michael Crichton's Sphere, it'll help you out here, as every person is meeting their demise at the hands of their own imaginations, which is being used by whatever alien pyramid thingy this is to conjure up each character's worst nightmares. Unusually heady for a Roger Corman movie, Galaxy of Terror is most known though for a notorious sequence where one character is raped to death by a giant space maggot. It's one of the most blatantly gratuitous things I've ever seen in a horror movie, and it's as unpleasant and disturbing as you might think. For a movie where my interest was already teetering, this sent it right off the cliff. You're a sick fuck, Roger Corman. Shout Factory's Blu-ray release of Galaxy of Terror includes a number of extra features, including a collection of interviews with cast and crew members about working in Corman's terrible lumberyard studio. It's all interesting, of course, but right now I just want to focus on the bit that deals with the space rape thing. Corman, of course, is way too giddy talking about the scene, and as it turns out, he directed it himself, since both the writer and the director were strongly opposed to doing it. This season has really ruined my image of Roger Corman. Before, he was just this kindly old man who others seemed to talk negatively about, and maybe he was a shady businessman, I don't know, but now I think I'm getting the full picture here. If you're doing an old school Corman marathon, I'd say just skip Galaxy of Terror and move right on to 1982's Forbidden World, which is still fun. There are some interesting ideas in Galaxy of Terror, but it's way too ambitious and disgusting to come together cohesively.